Here's an update on the LS1 Camaro extraction. I'll go over a couple of things that I've done so far. Here's what it looks like. Alright, basically I started off by removing the intake assembly with the whole unit as one. Basically just took out these 10mm bolts. There's 4 of them. Okay, 2 on each side. And then you undo the clamp there off the throttle body and pull it right off, and this is what it looks like here. This is the whole assembly here. Also got behind that the AC condenser, AC dryer, upper and lower radiator hose, coolant overflow reservoir, and there's the radiator. Also have the fans out. The fans are tucked away somewhere right now. And then the ECM sits right in this corner here. Basically there's 2 10mm bolts that are right down in here. You can see those there. Take those out. Of course the plugs come out first, and these are 7mm, both of them. Pull those out. Got all the wiring disconnected here. Plug 1, plug 2, 3, and a small plug here. Okay, and also there's going to be, as you pull the ECM out, you'll see a grommet right down in the firewall area down there, down by where that white connector is. See the hole in there? Basically you just pull the wiring up until you can reach these 2 connectors, and you got to do this carefully, because otherwise if you pull it too hard it'll maybe mess up the wiring or pull out some pins, and you don't want to do that. So just pull it out carefully. You'll be able to get to it instead of removing the kick panel and getting in there underneath the dash and all that. It just saves you a lot of time. So that's a good tip there. Also, you can see here transmission lines had to come loose. Got 1 upper, 1 lower down here, and all the AC lines and components basically pretty much almost out of this vehicle. Started disconnecting some of the wiring here, and next step is probably going to go underneath the vehicle. Pull off the exhaust Y pipe, get the starter off. I don't know if I'm going to separate the I think I'm going to have to separate the transmission on this one. Last one I did was basically I just cut the core support right here and right here, and I didn't really care because the body was going to the scrap, but I ended up getting a request on the core support, so I'm going to try to save this one. Anyways, otherwise if I cut this here, cut that there, it'd be pretty much an easier pull, because I can pull the engine and transmission together and I'll have room to do that. I just didn't want to mess with it. I probably could and try to finagle it out of there, but I don't want to break anything or mess up any wiring or connector. So what I'm going to do is pull the transmission loose from the bottom and then work my way out with the engine. And that's about it. Oh, the cruise control motor, got it head off to the side. Basically mounts right there with that 13mm bolt, and right up there. Take that loose and take it loose from the throttle body, and just put it right off to the side. So that's update number 2. See you on the next round, update number 3.